Hey, it's James from CONNET Electrical. In today's video, we're doing a kitchen first fix. Here we go, let's get into this. So then this is the kitchen we're working with. So a nice big kitchen. So what we've got going in, so the lighting is all sorted. So we've got all new down lights in, so we don't need to touch any of that. Undercap sorted, so what we all need to do is just get LED strip on top, underneath, on top and underneath, that'll be the lighting, and then it's just the power we're doing today really. So then we'll show you the drawings and show you what we're coming up against. Here we go. So these are the plans we get sent over, if you can see this. So that's your freezer there. There's all your measurements along. So we've got freezer, single oven, combi mic, integrated dishwasher. And then we've got a little plinth heater over here, and then on this side it's just the integrated extractor gas hob it'll be, but they want a 6mm to that, and then that's it. So we've got 6mm already here. So what we're going to do is pull this up and bring it out. So the units will be 215 to the top. So let's bring it out just a little bit higher than that, and then what that'll do, that'll come into the back of this little cupboard section. There's going to be like you saw, single oven, microwave, little cupboard. Back of the cupboard there'll be 2 isolators. Because they're fixed loads for cooking, you can use the same cable for both isolators. So there'll be 2 20-amp isolators doing the 2 ovens. So that's what that'll do. What else we got? We'll have to pull this out and get rid of this. So just a socket circuit, so we can ditch that off. Or what we might actually do is basically behind all the units there'll be about 50mm. So I'm just kind of planning it as I'm talking. So what we might do is extend this. So all we'll do is just split that ring along here. We've got to pick up a socket at the back of this cupboard which will power up the dishwasher. We'll run it round. We'll bring a leg out for this side, which is going to do the plinth heater and extractor. And then that's it, and then that cable will come all the way back to here and extend back into the ring. So that's that. What else we've got? We've also, the customer, they're getting a gas hob fitted, but they want to future-proof it and put like a 6mm supply in. So all we're going to do is run a 6mm from the fuse board, which is way over there, way over this way, all the way through, down a zone, like a socket zone, and then out, and that'll sit in the back of the cupboard. So it'll end up looking something like this. So what we'll do is run an isolator in this. So if they do swap to the 6mm, they can run a 6mm out of it and have an induction knob and work it off of this. Or if they use gas, we'll just put it in a plug top, bang it in there, and that'll be the isolator for the gas ignition. So that's what we've got planned. What else is there? Little socket as well, the one. We've got a double socket over here. So when I said that it goes all the way back, I think we'll extend it up to here and then all the way back. So a double socket to go box with next to this one. And that's just going to get replaced for brush chrome, replacement brush chrome, brush chrome, brush chrome, brush chrome, and that's it. So then we'll crack on then. So first little job, we've got to get the 6mm from the fuse board, and we've got a tiny little space to try and get into or try and fish, so it should be a bit interesting. So then, we've got these little steps, just not dealing with. So there's like a little loft space above the kitchen. Get up here. Maybe this is what we're dealing with. So nice and open plan. You can see a little drop down at the end there. So I'll bear that in mind. Oh. That drop down sends you to this tiny space here. There's not a lot of room here, and it's quite a mess. So I'll have to do is try and pick a gap where there's no pipes run. Get him through here, and then if you look down there, I'm going to try and get him down there, which should be a bit of fun. Now, customer's got a draw wire in, see this nylon string. So, what we're going to do is use that draw wire, run in a new draw wire, just so we don't lose it. I don't know if they need to run something again. And then the fuse board's just down here. So, down that tube in there, all them cables go down to the fuse board. So, it's not too bad of a run. So all I've done is reeled him off. So we've got plenty of draw wire here. Just done a fishing knot on both ends and then tied it off, and then what we'll do is get his 6mm attached onto here. We'll have to reel out loads here and then we'll just start pulling, and it should pull full length all the way to that kitchen arch. See up them ladders, you can see the draw wire, so I have to give him a tug and get him pulled through. So not going to be an easy one, but we'll get him in. Here we go, so we've got 100 metre on here, so we'll just pull him out so we can do this a bit handicapped. I'm trying to hold the camera with 2 fingers and pull me through. So we can pull probably, have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. So about 22 metres, something like that. So one kind of pull up is about 1 metre, so we're going to be doing, what have we got? 1, 2, 3. There we go, that's 22 metres. So what we'll do, just lift this that end and run him in. So here we go. There we go, so we've just got that all ready to go in. But we're just going to get this wrapped around the cable a bit, so it doesn't come off. And then I'm just going to tape it. Just want to make sure it's really tight at the end. So to get a nice tight tape, you don't want to wrap like a full around it. You want to make sure that you're overlapping half on the tape that you've just wrapped around, and that way it's almost like one piece. You see I've wrapped anti-clockwise, so as I'm wrapping it up, it's wrapping it clockwise and tightening up the cord as well. There we go. So that should be solid, that. Nice one. Right, so it gets pulled in now, so we'll send a little bit of it in here. Send just the tip in. Then all this should just pull in. There we go. So I think it's this one here. So Hayden's away on holiday. He's trying to think where's he gone. He's gone abroad somewhere with his girlfriend. So he'll enjoy that. So no helper today. But just to show you can do it myself, but you've got to keep going back and forward, feeding a bit, pulling through, feeding a bit, pulling through. So let's get this in. There we go, we've got a 6mm long enough. That goes the route we said. So what we'll do when we decide where it comes down, what we'll do, we'll drill up, make an hole, and then we'll be able to seal it up top by shoving a rod up, and then get the 6mm down and along that corner. We'll do that later. So have a look. That runs down up to here, curled up. So I'll have to just reel enough to get it down to the fuse board. So the fuse board's just underneath here. So if we reel off about 2 metre, 3 metre, just to be on the safe side, chop it, chew it down, we should be good to go. And then for the second fix, we'll just get it into the board, get it powered up, isolate it cupboard, job's a good one. So that's that one done. So you can see the draw wire there, that's come through. So what we'll have to do, pull the old draw wire out, chop it, and we'll just have to attach it somewhere up here with a bit of string dangling, so it can be used for next time. So that's chopped now, so just push that down to the fuse board. Should be able to grab the tip of that, pull what we need. All excess we can bring that way. Draw wire starting off, so I've done like a little slip knot. It's easy great, so you can just pull this, and it's gone. So just put that back together. There we go. So you basically do a knot, but just pass the loop through instead of the whole cable, and then it turns back into that slip knot. And then there we go. So that's ready to go, but that's not going anywhere. Alright, so pull excess down there, pull all that back, and then we can get this lid back on, other hatch lid back on, and we carry on with the rest of the kitchen. There we go, just in the garage now. So that cable should be here somewhere. There he is. Just pull what we need. I'm just going to go that back of here. I'll fit in that trunk in, nip down back of these boards, and pop out behind here. So that's the plan. So when you're measuring out cables, you want the width and the length, or the whatever, width and the height of the fuse board, and that'll get you anywhere within there basically. So that should be a perfect amount. So the rest what we'll do is just pull back that end. Now look at that, the fishing master's done it. So we got him in, managed to grab it. That should pull through nicely, there we go. So plenty of cable there. So we'll do, we're going to strip him, put the earth in, get live and neutral, tape them over, and then it's just ready to bang in then. So this board, the whole thing's RC protected, so tails come in, everything coming out is RC protected. This is one big RCD. So right then, so just going to tie this up, get the lid back on, and then get the lid back on here. It's all ready for the second fix. So we'll have to just pick up a Hager B40, and then that's it done. So that's this cable through here then. So we've got that ready just to bang in there when we get that 40 amp in there. We've got the earth in, and we've got the neutral ready to go in. So it's taped over the end so it doesn't touch anything. And that's it really. So make it nice and easy for engineer that comes back, if it's me or anyone else. They'll basically just bob it, breaker, undo a bit of tape, plonk line in, plug neutral in, and you're done really. Get it labelled up, hob, easy. Yeah, then we'll get this lid back on. That's all looking nice now. So that's just a lid wherever that went, I don't even know. So now I'm just going to move on to the kitchen then, wiring the 2 ovens I think, so like a combi microwave and a single oven. So then, this is the 6mm, it's all good both. So what we'll do is just chase this up out the wall and then bring it out. So most like units or kitchens, the height of them are 215. The 2150, it's roughly about here. So we'll just bring it up slightly higher. Because this is like a floor to ceiling and it comes out 600, which is about here. You're never going to see on top of there. So we're just going to bring it up higher than that, leave it coiled up, bang a penny washer fixing in, and then hopefully Mr. Plasterer will sort all that out. And then all we'll do is just bring that cable in after the 2 20 amp switches, and then from the 20 amp switches, wire up the single oven and the combi microwave, all the way around. So we'll just do that next. There we go, that's all in nicely. So I'm going to just chase that up, and I'll just sit on top of the cupboards after, and all we'll do is just bring that in the back like we've said. So, the fridge, basically we're going to get a socket in there, that'll be isolated from the back of the cupboard. So we're going to chop out a socket, so it'll sit in 1000 gap. So at 500 we'll chop out a socket. But what we're going to do, I'm thinking best bet, so you can get above here obviously. I think the cables that go up the wall and come up here, I think we'll just cap that off and we'll just disconnect this. Originally we're going to extend the ring from here. But yeah, basically you'll see them come out because it's going to be like a freestanding fridge. So you don't want to pull it back and have connections behind. Something that gets pulled out. So I think best bet, we'll have to extend from one of these. So obviously with this one we'll just cap off. So we'll just put that in a junction box, permanent connection where it goes, and leave that. So that could go anywhere, and then we'll extend the ring from here then. So all we'll do is wire from here up to this point, come out here for a socket, round to here for a socket, and all the way back into here. So the new leg running will attach to one, the new leg running through the side will attach to the other. So the sockets are wide like a ring, so it goes from the fuse board to every point and back, so it's a ring. So what we're going to do is run a new ring and then make a bigger ring, so we'll connect the new cables to the older ring and make one big ring, if that makes sense. Alright then, so that's what we're going to do. So again, it'll be a permanent connection, yeah, and we'll have to do with that, and just get them all capped off, so it'll all be safe for Mr. Joiner that's fitting the kitchen. So, trying to think, so this job is HJ Interiors, so Heather Johnson Interiors. So, nice little job really. She does really good designs. The fitter's a lad called Nick. So again, worked with Nick for a few years. He's a really nice lad, so we try and look after him, not electrocute him. So that'll be for the sockets, and then all we're going to do is get a cable from here down into the back of the cupboard. And we'll start using some black flex, just so when you get a plug top on, it'll look a lot better with black flex rather than a bit of twin. So we'll do that for that, and then we're going to disconnect this just so it just tidies it up on top. That's about it then. We've got that 6mm to bring in, so again we'll have to come down one of these zones. So we might come down this extractor zone basically, where that cable comes down and out. We'll bring a cable that 6mm long into the back of the cupboard there. And then there's obviously this socket to chop in and wiring, like we said, into that extended ring. I think that's about it then. So I'm just going to nip out, get a few back boxes. So we need a back box for there, little metal back box for there. I think that's about it really. Yeah, that's it. So then, so we're just going to nip out and get those bits, and then probably get some bun trials for out as well. So getting a bit hungry. Here we go. So we're at Middle Wetherby, some shop called don't know, North Street Deli. It's quite good food to be fair. So we got chicken feet wrap. Of course we parked on double yellows because there's never no space. Yeah then. Let's have a look at this bad boy then. Oh, not bad, not bad. Bit of salsa, jalapenos. What's this? Sour cream. Guac. Hello. Let's see what we're dealing with. Oh, she's a beast. What a beast. Looks a bit sweaty, doesn't it? But chicken cheese, and then all these side bits. It's beautiful. Yeah, and we'll finish this munch off, and we'll get back into it. So we're going to drop by the wholesalers, pick up a couple of back boxes, a couple of junction boxes, and we're good to go. Yeah then. Right, we're back and we've got some boxes. So let's get these in. So I've got one spare. So I'm going to get old laser out, bring a laser out room, make sure all the sockets perfect in level to the lugs. And what we're going to do is add this on, make a box width apart. So we'll go box to edge, draw a line down here, offer that up to the laser line, and then draw around him, get him chopped out, chase down to the floor, and get cables, you know what I mean, running. So that'll be that, and then if these need moving over, up or down, then we'll check those as well. So we need to make sure it's perfectly level with the laser. So that's what we're doing next. We're going to go into the sockets. There we go, that's those done now. So it's probably the longest time lapse we've done, but at least you could see exactly what we're doing. So tell me if you like that below in the comments. So that's a bit more done. So we've got the laser level set up, as you saw. Made sure it were bang in line with that. We made sure it were bang in line with these, and all of them are actually perfectly level. So whoever did the electrics last have actually done a good job as far as getting stuff level and wiring it. Like there were grommets in the box. A lot of times I come to installs and there's no grommets, no slaving, everything's cockeyed and not level, but these were bang on. So this big T-point over here, this was slightly out, so we've had to chop around this and lift it up. As we saw, we had to chop the capping down, bend it out and snap it, lift that up. We've got this installed, so that's nice flat back and those are perfectly level. There we go. We've installed that down there, that's perfectly level. So that's for the fridge. So again, we're just going to wire that up and run a lead to under here. So when you plug it in, we're able to isolate the fridge from underneath this corner unit. What else we got? We had to lift this up. So again, chop around this, cut back the capping and lifted the box up. So there we go. So those thinking that this is a sharp edge, it's no different to the capping bottom bit basically, so there's no difference. Just in case you were thinking, oh, you bent it, might be sharp. Yeah, the bottom of the capping sharp as well. But all we do is just round it off with a file and it's fine. Obviously, pulling it out of the wall, it stays in the wall. So that's that. What else we got? That's it, I think. So I'm just going to check the plans, make sure that the bottom kitchen units are going to go right to the end. So when we chase down here and run the cables along the floor, it's going to be out behind units and not like a gap underneath like a table section. So I'm just going to check that next. So after that, what we'll do, we'll get this wired up. So like we said, we'll extend from here. So we'll take one new cable all the way around, pop out here, run it all the way back, pop out there, run it all the way back to here, pick up this one and then back, and then that'll be it. We'll have to go in the loft, find those cables going up top and disconnect those. I'm going to send a 1mm flex 2 meters out, run along and up the middle of this, which will be for the extractor. So we'll just leave that hanging out, probably a good metre and a half, something like that. And then the 6mm will come up that same chase. So we're going to do top to bottom there, 6mm. We'll have to drill behind this cove in with like a 20mm drill bit, and then get the 6mm down the back along and up to there. And then that should for this project done. So oh yeah, last thing, these 1mm are a bit short. So what I'm going to do is make sure they do turn on and off. These live earth and neutral there, switch live, neutral, switch live, neutral and earth. I'm just going to extend them and cap them off. Extend, cap off, and extend and cap them off. And then we'll come wire that into the lighting when we come back. So, nice long-winded, nice long explanation, but yeah, we're just going to crack on now and get on with it. There we go, that's the sockets wired. So we extended the ring from here, round up to here, all the way around, all the way back, picking up a socket here and then up to there. So there'll be a couple of junction boxes here, and then that'll be this ring extended basically to all the bits that we need to get power to. That's extended already. So what we're going to do is cap this off, so we'll have to go up top again, through that hatch, get access to those cables, cap those off. There's this socket, so when we max it out, it's 1,900, and then the hob sits here. So that's the cable for the extractor. That wires back down to here, but this is going to land right over the hob. So again, we'll have to get above here, do a joint box above there and cap it off, and that should be it. So it's that to cap off, and then this one here as well to cap off, so I'll have to get to them two cables coming down the wall up top. There we go, that's the rest of it done then. So all these are nicely levelled off. Customer's put an extra socket in, so we just popped it in right quick. What else we got? Yeah, we've got all the cables in for the 6mm. That's about it really. So we're just gonna have a quick clean up now. And that's it, nice and tidy then. So then, it's all done down here. So we've got his cables in. So down here we've got dishwasher, fridge freezer. So that's wired to there, so when you plug your fridge in and turn that on there, that socket will come live. Caps off these nicely. What else we got? We're going to have a socket back of here which will do the plinth heater and the extractor fan. So that'll be a cable plugged in which comes out here, so that'll wire in. We've got 6mm, so you saw that 6mm running from yon all the way down here, down that zone into here. So that's gonna be like a 45 amp isolator with a socket on. So just plug the gas in via the socket. If they want to upgrade it, they'll have to send a 6mm out the side and into the hob. Next, what have we got? We've got some sockets. We've got to have this one, so an extra one customer wanted, extra one here, and then these will all be replacements, and that'll be replaced at 3-gang switch. And lastly, we've just got a cable long enough to go to about here, which will do the LED above lighting. So there'll be LED strip shining up, LED strip shining down onto the worktop. Same again this side, so up and down. So it's going to look really nice. So that's us done down here. So if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when we next upload. As always, have a good one from me, and I'll see you on the next one.